Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rebel Chump channel. Today I wanted to cover a bit more about Sabertrio Aeryn. I did the unboxing video, I did a full review, I did some comparison videos with other lightsabers so you have a little bit idea about the dimensions, and I did some comparison between day and night time and in-Hilt LEDs, like say quad-cree LEDs and 5-watt LEDs. So you have a bit of an idea what Neopixel is and what the Sabertrio Aeryn is in terms of its hilt design. I want to cover a little bit more about the hilt by actually showing it in my hands, full body, well, not full frame, but showing it much as I can do. So let's turn it on. So I set the same font. This is the, I believe, LightSaber font 2 from Sabers, Sabers, from K-Sit sound fonts. I like this sound font a lot, and I liked it so much that I actually put it on all three the sound banks. One sound bank I have the blade set to green, another one to red, another one will be variable. So this Sabertrio Aeryn has the Nano Biscotti version 4. So what I will do is use two sound banks with the same sound font because I really like the K-Sit sound font. It's a light side sound font, it sounds fantastic. I love the hums and swings, it's really fantastic. One blade is set to green, one blade is set to red, because I can choose between being a Sith or Jedi. And then the third one will be used for testing different sound fonts from different makers. So I will always load up different fonts and do a review about these sound fonts from those makers, and then different blade colors. So that's really cool. So in this video I just wanted to quickly show how cool the Sabertrio Aeryn is with the Neopixel and the Nano Biscotti version 4 in combination with each other. So let me turn on the hilt. And one thing I noticed with this particular configuration by Sabertrio, so one thing I noticed on this Nano Biscotti version 4 configured by Sabertrio on this Aeryn is that they did a very good fine tuning of the Nano Biscotti, because the swings are on par. I love that low undertone hum as well of this sound font. So cool. But when I picked up this lightsaber and started swinging with it, I felt like, wow, this lightsaber is actually very well configured. Of course, the Nano Biscotti version 4 has the same sensitivity as the crystal focus. So if you're looking for an affordable crystal focus alternative, the Nano Biscotti version 4 is fantastic. And overall, it just really feels good. The swings, etc., it feels very responsive. And it's not over responsive. For example, if I offset it to the Sabercore 3.0 from Saberforce, where it's super overly sensitive and it has a lot of false swings and it's just all over the place. This is, it requires a little bit of force to actually engage the swings, but once they engage, they're very accurate. No go swings, no double swings, no weird sounds. So if I do it slowly, yeah, there's no sound. But I think that is personally better. And the reason why is because if it's overly sensitive to pick up the very small motions, there is where a lot of soundboards starts to have issues. They pick up the small motions, yes, but as soon as there's too much going on, it's gonna overdrive, and there's too much too much sounds playing, etc., and it will be sounding like it's all over the place. It's all configurable. This one can also be much more sensitive, but I think this is a really good setup for having accurate swings and clashes. When you move it, then is when it makes the sound in a proper fashion. And it's a little bit with a thrust, so it feels good. Like it feels like you're cutting into something or you're hitting an enemy. And that's really cool. Overall, I'm so happy with this lightsaber. It's now my main carry piece, so I use this to go outside and walk around, and it's a good two-hander, as you can see. Very easily to manipulate the lightsaber. Two hands here, a little bit tight, but it can be done. So two hands here. I mean, I can choke it all the way up here. I can choke it here. It just feels good. The deep blade socket The blade socket is nice and deep, so there's no wobble, crazy stuff going on. And overall, yeah, it's just a very nice hilt. Feels very nice. It's MIS compatible, so it's a bit beefier than some other hilts, for example Vader's Vault or Electrum Saber's Craft, or the Wonder Force, or for example the Apprentice line from Saberforge. But nonetheless, it feels really good in the hand. It actually has the right dimensions. It really feels good in the hand. It doesn't feel like you're holding a pen or cigar. No pun intended with that, but this is just my preference. I like the more beefy hilt. Not too crazy, but this is just a nice beefy hilt, and it feels like I'm actually holding a lightsaber. And that's just a personal preference. A lot of people like the very streamlined, slimlined lightsabers. I'm more a fan of the chunkier, beefier hilts, a little bit unwieldy in certain instances. Not this one is super wieldy, by the way. This is super fantastic. But there's hilts out there that are not very wieldy. They're a little bit awkward to hold, and those are the ones that I like because it comes over more like it's from Star Wars universe. It doesn't have to be sensical. It's a fantasy weapon, and if it's weird, it's weird. It just doesn't matter. But overall, I'm so happy with this Sabertrio Aeryn with the Neopixel setup. Neopixel is the future. I mean, a lot of people I see in the forums, on the Facebook groups, they're still debating if they should get it or not. But let me tell you, you need to experience this in person in order to appreciate it, because Neopixel is so good. It's so beautiful. I love it. It's super bright. It has a lot of effects that you can configure. The ignition, retraction effects. I mean, I can do this all day long, which I'm actually doing. But there's something so good, and it works so well about Neopixel. And of course, yes, there's a trade-off. It drains battery faster. But once you get around of that mindset, and you have, in this configuration, Sabertrio did something fantastic. They have the swappable battery setup and the in-chassis recharge port, so you can choose whatever you want to charge up your battery. You can have 2 batteries in a charger, and you do the in-chassis charger for this battery, and you have like 3 batteries charging at the same time. When I'm playing now, I actually swap the batteries, and when I'm out of all batteries and I didn't charge them in time, I just do it at the same time. 2 in the battery charger, 1 directly from the chassis being charged up, and it just works fantastic. I mean, yes, you have to carry a few batteries with you if you go out and about, but in the end, I mean, you will outperform any in-hilt LED. And when you're outside, and there's a lot of people with lightsabers, I mean, you want to show off your lightsaber as the brightest, the most beautiful looking one versus all the other ones that other people have. That is just a little bit how it goes. That's what I personally like. I want to see people that I have a really cool lightsaber and drawn to me and say, wow, what is that? That is so cool. I mean, that is a little bit what I want, and it shows much better up on pictures. It shows much better up in real life. It shows much better up in like day broad light or highly lighted environments. It's just gonna outperform any in-hilt LED. So in all, I can highly recommend the Sabertrio Aeryn, even if you get it in-hilt LED. I mean, I can understand it if you favor in-hilt LED, then still go for the Aeryn because it's a fantastic hilt. It feels amazing in the hand, it looks amazing. It's a really good lightsaber. It's really good. It can be a surrogate for a Luke Skywalker, a Return of the Jedi lightsaber. Let's say you want to have one lightsaber that can do all. This is a good lightsaber. If you want to have a beautiful Jedi or Sith lightsaber, on the flick of the switch with the Nano Biscotti version 4, you can change the color. Anyway guys, this was my little video update on the Sabertrio Aeryn. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. If you have any further questions about the Sabertrio Aeryn or about Neopixel, let me know. I can delve deeper into it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.